The Radio Wammo Breakfast.
Yo, Rico, what it do? It's your big cousin Snoop Dogg from the Wild Wild West, man.
Greetings.
And I cooked you up this banging track.
How we are today?
Let me see if you can spit something to it.
Ready to get some fur on?
Come on.
Ladies,
oh, how long can we stand the pain? Probably not that long, as we're going to cut it right there. That there is the new ad campaign from in New Zealand featuring that fluffy little thing, whatever it is, called Rico, with Snoop Dogg. To talk to us about it, he's on a roof in Venice Beach, tgf.co.nz, the goat farm. It is Mr. Vaughn Davis. Come on in, Vaughn.
Yo, Wammo, how you doing?
Not too bad at all. Yeah. Now, apologies.
You'll have to excuse some of the audio. We're right underneath Santa Monica Airport, so you're going to get a bit of airplane noise. But I like that.
It's real. It's real. Venice Beach, man. What takes you to Venice Beach? What's going on there?
Venice Beach. It's a fantastic place. I've got some relatives here I'm staying with, and it was best summed up in a T-shirt that I saw around the corner: Venice Beach, where art meets crime. I guess it's the LA version of I don't know, Greyland, Point Chev. It's a real cool mix of $2 million homes and people from film and TV industry, and good cafes and shops and stuff, with hundreds of homeless people pushing their shopping carts around. It's a real suburb of contrasts, and it's a cool place.
And it goes right up the road from Santa Monica, and there is a quite a strong connection between the brand in New Zealand and California, Los Angeles, isn't there, Vaughn?
I wasn't briefed. What is the strong connection between the brand and Los? Oh, you mean Snoop Dogg? Snoop Dogg. Yes.
Well, there is now, yeah.
Yeah, mate. I've been wanting to love Rico because I admire audacity. I think being audacious in your advertising is the best thing you can do. But it feels to me, and I've been polling a lot of people in the last few days, through the Facebook and the Twitter, and I think it's jumped the marsupial, this campaign. I'm not finding a lot of love for Rico and the Snoop Dogg out there. I'm really not.
It does seem to be the vibe. But are they going to have to put Rico to bed at some stage and kill him off somehow?
Well, someone at Air New Zealand told me that they are, but I don't know how well placed they are. They said there's an end game for the little furry guy, but that might have been wishful thinking. I've spoken to a few staff at Air New Zealand, and none of them are fans, so it's interesting. Yeah. The other thing funny about Rico is it's experienced what the military used to call mission creep, and what this means is the initial goal of the campaign seems to have shifted. Which is good. It's good about being flexible, but it leaves people wondering what he's for. Originally he was the face, arms but no legs of premium economy, on the new Boeing 777. But there's no mention of that. There's no reference to that in a lot of the recent stuff. And in fact, in the Snoop Dogg, there's not much reference to Air New Zealand, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I guess they're just pushing, making interesting content, hoping people share it. We'll see how it goes. How many? You got it in front of you there. How many views has it had?
It's had almost 200,000, and it's been up since the 21st of March. Only a couple of days, so it has gone, as they say, viral. So maybe it's done the job. Yeah.
Interesting to see how it compares to some of those other ones, and whether a lot of those views just people elsewhere just looking for videos of Snoop Dogg,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly. Very popular guy on the YouTube. But no doubt, though, we'll be entering...
Well, very popular videos of Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg's not a hard person to find over here. I was, at South by Southwest last week, and he was fronting a sort of an early evening, and an early evening show is not cool at South by Southwest unless you're past midnight. You know one. He was fronting a show for Pepsi Cola, which was sort of indicative of where he sits in the rock pantheon or the rap pantheon over here. And then I turned on the TV the next night, and he was on a show with Donald Trump. So I don't know. Interesting choice of celebrity.
He's definitely cashing in, that's for sure. No doubt this campaign will probably be entered into the Access Awards, Vaughn.
No, it's missed the cutoff for Access Awards. Oh. All the judging's happened, and the winners have been found. but no one knows. That's being announced next week. So I've been having a look through the finalists there. It's a wide but thin field. There's no real rock star campaigns. A couple of standouts for me were the Cadbury DDB's Cadbury work, the ambient stuff like the giant snow globe, which everyone I've spoken to who experienced it just loved it. And I think even better than that, the clap-powered Christmas lights in Wellington. We've talked about that before. I hope that'll do well.
Yeah.
Also, interestingly, the DB export ad we've talked about before with the questionable take on New Zealand history is a finalist. But I understand it's been amended to actually be true. Should it win? Yeah, truth in advertising. It happens.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And another thing we want to talk about is Grab One and the advertising they're doing.
Yeah, Grab One. It's a four-way race. The old group buying. Grab One, Groupie. What is it? Kudo, and there's one more, but I can't remember the name of it.
The new Trade Me.
Treat
Me. I think it's called the new Trade Me one.
Oh, Treat Me. Yeah. Yeah. Treat Me's launched while I've been away, so I haven't experienced it in the flesh. But that's interesting. Treat Me has a head start because Trade Me's, they've got pretty much the biggest online community in New Zealand. So if they can leverage that, as we say in marketing, leverage, they could cane it. They really could. But interestingly, Grab One, despite this being the brave new word of mouth digital social age, came out with the big old TV ad, and it's a nice enough TV ad. It's relatively professional and smoothly shot. It's pretty dull, but it tells the story. Interesting to see they've gone for that. And this is a company that owns a lot of web properties and owns a lot of newspapers and things, and have decided to go outside that and invest in TV. I guess it just proves that the medium ain't dead. If you want quick reach, TV's where it's at.
For sure. And talking about, television, have you seen much over there in the way of TV and advertising in America and the state of it at the moment?
Yeah, the funny thing is the everyday advertising couldn't be more different to what we see on the Super Bowl. It's just chalk and cheese. The irony is I'm staying with a lawyer who does a lot of work, with a doctor who does a lot of work with lawyers. He's sort of called on as an expert witness. And most of the advertising I'm seeing on American TV is from lawyers or from people trying to sell medicine.
Huh.
And the lawyer, it's just ambulance chasing. It's, if you worked in construction, you could be sitting on a gold mine. Call us and we'll sue your old employer for your sore back.
Yeah.
Of course, the other way to treat the sore back on Venice Beach is with medicinal marijuana. If you stroll up and down the boulevard here, every other shop, it's either $10 sunglasses or the medicinal marijuana doctor, and all you have to do is go in and claim you've got a sore something, and walk in, float out.
I hear, Vaughn, if you know a patient, then you're in luck.
If you know a patient,
yeah.
I don't know anyone with a sore back, no. And I don't think medicinal is a good excuse when you're coming through New Zealand customs either.
No, it's true. I picked it up in Venice Beach. Got a sore back.
Yeah, it's my medicine officer.
Yeah, and finally, it wouldn't be the advertising, social media, and aeroplane segment without some aeroplanes. Tell us what you've been doing in the way of flying.
I've been doing some great flying over here. Sadly, post 9/11, you can't just show up at an aeroplane rental place and show your New Zealand license and take one, and it's understandable, I suppose. So you got to take an American licensed pilot with you. But I've been flying out in Texas. I flew one of the very, very first Cessna 172s ever made, which was just awesome, low powered, badly designed, not particularly stable, but lots of fun. And then yesterday we rented a pretty much a state of the art brand new 172, and that was great. So over the Hollywood sign and out into the hills and down Malibu, lots and lots of fun. Pretty expensive because over here you pay for your instructor as well, up to $100 US per hour to have the person sitting next to you doing nothing.
Crikey, yeah.
But, yeah, a lot of fun.
Oh, wow, what an experience. Really getting the true Americana experience right there in Venice Beach. And I guess it's a little bit of where in the world is Vaughn Davis. So where are you going to be next week?
Well, mate, next week I think we're going to have to skip our appointment because I'll be on I'm off to a social media event or social media conference in Paris now. That's Paris in France, not actual Paris in Texas.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to be on a plane back to New Zealand about the exact time that we're meant to talk. So you'll have to put on a bit more of that Lady Hawk.
Indeed.
Well, no. What am I saying? Put on a bit of that Rico and Snoop Dogg.
No,
dog.
not a chance, man.
Yeah.
Not a chance. I'm not even sure if we can consider that New Zealand music. I don't know what that would fall into.
Well, they probably got ends it on our money to make the ad. That's a really good point, mate.
Worth investigating. Yeah. That's fantastic. And enjoy the rest of the time. They're on the roof in Venice Beach.
Up on the roof.
And
that's a song, isn't it?
Yeah,
On the roof.
something like that. tgf.co.nz for more Vaughn Davis and more of that orange colour as well. See you next time.
You got it.
Later.
Okay, mate. Bye-bye.